Guys, TJ Davis here with Lifeie365.com, and today I have a prenatal low impact workout. Some of you have also shared your exciting news with me that you are expecting, so congratulations. And I thought I would put out this prenatal workout. It's just one of the prenatal workouts that I do. It's very low impact, and there's several reasons why. First reason is I haven't been able to work out since we had the doctor didn't have me medically cleared because of all the spotting and bleeding that I was having. And another reason is because I had diastasis or diastasis recti after Tate was born, and so that is something that I have to be very cautious with now because I am having some doming at the top of my belly, so I know it's going to be an issue again. So everything is very low impact. And I also have two variations of the low impact workout, and I will show you the very, very basic lowest impact you can get, which is going to be doing these exercises sitting on the chair, and then the other low impact will be standing. So I hope you enjoy this workout, and let's get started. So first off, we are going to start with a warm-up. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And last time, in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Now we're going to get down onto the floor, onto the knees, and first, I start off with a gentle loosening up of my spine. So a half twist to the right and then to the left. Be sure to sit up straight and only turn to the side. Don't do a full spinal twist. Next up, I'm going to be stretching my sides. I take my right hand over my head and gently stretch over to the left, just until I feel a stretch. Once you feel the stretch, stop there. Then I switch over to the left side. Next up, I like to stretch my neck, so I lean my right ear down to my right shoulder, and I'm just using my hand here to stabilize my head to prevent any jerking. Then over to the left side. Then I stretch the back of my neck by bringing my chin gently forward down to my chest. Next, I move into a sitting position with my legs crossed, and I turn my head to the right side just to help warm up my neck muscles some more, and then to the left side. Now I stretch my inner thighs by doing the butterfly stretch, and I place the soles of my feet together and gently lean forward from my hips, making sure that my back is still straight. Next up, I stretch the back of my legs. I extend my legs out into a small V, and I put both of my arms out front, keeping my back straight, and I lean forward at the hips until I get a nice stretch through my hamstrings. Then return to center. Next, I extend my legs out into a large V, and I stretch my hand over my head while leaning to the left again. And then over to the right again, always making sure that my back is straight and this is stretching out my ribs and my sides. Now I reach for my right foot with my right hand and hold that for a few seconds. Then switch over to the left side. Next, I'm going to move up onto all fours for the cat-cow stretch, and that is where you gently arch your back up like a cat and then gently sway your back down like a cow. Make sure that you don't sag your belly to the floor here. Always keep your muscles engaged while doing this stretch. Then I stretch down into a modified child's pose. Here you need to put your knees out into a small V. That way your belly bump fits down in between your legs while you stretch. Next, I move back up to sitting on my knees to do some gentle crisscross arms to warm up my shoulders and open up my chest. Then to finish off my warm-up, I stand up with my feet more than shoulder width apart, and I side lunge to the right and then to the left to stretch out my inner thighs. Next up, I turn to my right side for a forward lunge with my right leg while my left leg is extended behind me. And to get the most out of this stretch, you really want to try to keep that heel down on the floor if you can while you lean forward into the lunge. Feel free to use a chair here if you need extra support for balance. Then I'm going to turn to the left side and do the forward lunge with my left leg forward. Extending my right leg behind me, trying to get my right heel as close as I can to the floor. Moving on to the very last stretches for this warm-up. Bring your right arm across your chest and hold it with your left arm. And then switch arms. And lastly, I'm going to put my right hand behind my head and hold my right elbow with my left hand. And then switch sides. And now that warm-up is complete. Before I move on to the workout, I will show you the beginner or lowest impact version of the moves I will be doing. And for this version, you will need a firm chair and either no weights or very light weights, 1 to 3 pounds. This is the lowest impact version for someone who is mid-pregnancy like myself and who has been unable to exercise up to this point, but is now permitted to exercise minimally by their doctor. Or someone who is already semi-active but is just now wanting to start doing some prenatal exercises. This is where you should start. The first move will be a march in place. So while sitting with your tush towards the end of the chair where it's comfortable to you, you will simply march in place with your legs while staying seated. Move number 2 is going to be the side step. Again, position yourself on the edge of your seat comfortably. Then you'll be extending one leg out to the side and then back to the center and switch legs. Keep repeating. And if you experience any discomfort, make sure that you extend your legs a bit forward and to the side and not just straight out to the side. Move number 3 is the front tap with crisscross arms. Again, position comfortably on the seat. You will extend one leg out and tap your heel and then switch legs. And once you get the legs down, you add in crisscrossing your arms at the same time. Okay, here is a side view of the march in place. Again, it's just my toes that are tapping the ground, not my whole foot. Here is the side view of the side step, and you can see here how my legs are going out to the side and also forwards at the same time. And move number 3, the front tap with the crisscross arms. All right, that's it. Now it's time for the workout. I'm going to start off with approximately 30 seconds of a march in place. Again, if you're just starting out, you can use the chair because we're going to be doing 3 rounds today. Good. Okay, now we're going to do bicep curls. And for beginners, you can sit in the chair if that is more comfortable for you. Now you can do this with or without weights. I am only doing 5-pound weights right now for these bicep curls. And this first round, we're going to just do 12 reps. Okay, that move's done, so put your weights down. And now we move on to the side step. And beginners can do the seated side step. We will be doing approximately 30 seconds of the side step. If you're doing the standing side step, move as quickly as you can from side to side, but only if it's comfortable. If it's uncomfortable for you, then go ahead and slow down to your own pace or sit in the chair. Okay, next move, I'm going to be using a chair for this one, and I'm going to be doing the overhead dumbbell arm press. Since I don't want to put any extra internal pressure on my abs due to the diastasis recti. If you're not sure if you have diastasis recti, I recommend you also do the press while seated. You also should check to see if you have it first before doing any exercises. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Again, we're just going to be doing 12 reps, and we only let the elbows fall down to tabletop. Don't let them go down any further. Alright, next we're going to move on to the forward toe taps with the crisscross arms. And for the beginners, again, you can still do the seated version. And if at any time you get too winded, you can either just march in place seated or sit down and take some deep breaths. Okay, now our last move for round 1 is going to be the lateral dumbbell side raise. So while holding the dumbbells palm palms facing your body. Then lift the dumbbells up into a T position. Make sure to avoid flinging your arms. Make sure you use light weights. If it's too heavy, don't use weights at all. You can always use a couple cans from your kitchen too. And again, we are doing 12 reps. Great job, you guys. We are 1/3 of the way done. So now we are going to start on round 2, and we're just going to do the march in place again for 30 seconds. And now we have the dumbbell curls, but this time we're only going to be doing 10 reps. Make sure to keep your knees slightly bent here if you are doing the dumbbell curls while standing. Okay, now to put the weights down. And next we have the side step. Again, if you are a beginner, please use the seated version. And now we're going to grab the weights and do the overhead dumbbell press. And again, just 10 reps here. Make sure that you are keeping your back straight and don't hold your breath. Bring your elbows down just to tabletop and make sure you stay in constant control of your arms. If the weights are too heavy, go ahead and put them down. And we're done. And next up, we have the forward toe tap with the crisscross arms. All of these cardio moves we do for 30 seconds, while the weighted moves go down in reps each time. Awesome. And the last move for round 2, we're going to grab the weights and we're going to do 10 reps of the side lateral dumbbell raise. Again, make sure you have constant control of your arms. If you have to swing your arms, that's probably because your weights are too heavy. So either drop the weights that you have and get lighter weights, or just drop the weights altogether. Great job, you guys. Keep it up. We're almost done. This will be the last round. And so for the weighted exercises, we're only going to be doing 8 reps. But we're going to start off with the 30-second march in place. And this round is going to go a lot faster. Okay, moving on to 8 dumbbell curls. Again, standing straight, knees slightly bent, and and just curling your weights. And put your weights down, and then we have 30 seconds of the side step. Great job. And now on to the overhead dumbbell press, and we just have 8 of these. And we're done. See, this round is going a lot quicker than the other rounds. Now we have the forward toe taps with crisscross arms. And last but not least, we have 8 reps of the side lateral dumbbell raise. Great job! We completed the workout, and now we just need to cool down with some stretching. Make sure you do a cool down every time you work out. It is extremely important. Don't ever skip a warm-up or a cool down. I am just going to start off with 3 deep breaths in through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. And then I'm going to stretch my right arm across. And then switch to the left arm and hold. Then I'm just going to do some forward arm circles and some reverse arm circles. Then I'm going to stretch out the back of my arm by placing my right hand behind my head and grab and holding my elbow with my left hand. Now I'm going to switch sides. And now moving down, I'm going to stretch my neck, so I'm going to lean over to the right side. Then the left side. And gently chin to chest. Now I'm going to show you this from the side view. I'm going to open up my chest, so I'm going to lace my fingers behind my back and gently pull my hands upward just until I feel a good stretch. Remember that to breathe through each exercise and stretch. Now I'm going to stretch my legs, and I'm going to bring my left knee up to as close as I can get to my chest. I guess I should say as close and as comfortably as I can get to my chest. And then I'm going to switch to the right leg. Then I'm going to stand up and do a side lunge to the right side. Then to the left, just giving my inner thighs a really good stretch. Then standing with my feet shoulder width apart and arms extended out in front of me, I'm now just going to gently turn to the right side and then to the left side and back to the right side, and just repeat this a few more times. Great job, you guys. That completes this prenatal workout. If you liked this workout, please give it a thumbs up. And be sure to click below on the subscribe link. Thanks so much for joining me today. Remember, being physically active during pregnancy has many benefits for you and baby during pregnancy and after. Be sure to check out my other videos and to follow along with my pregnancy journey as a mother of 3 and pregnant with number 4 at age 38. I also have some fun Try It Out Tuesday recipes, and I will be doing some more prenatal videos. Thanks again, you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.